So we have some legal responses to some of the things that have been happening over the past couple of days. And what I'm going to mainly focus on here is the stuff going on specifically with the consultant business that calls themselves Black Girl Gamers. It's not the name of a group where people hang out and just get together, as a lot of people that are being disingenuous online like to say what that group is. It's actually a business that gives consultancy stuff to whoever in the video games industry that wants it for DEI purposes. They use the name that they have picked purposely so that they can use it as a way to deflect any kind of criticism that comes their way, because then they can say, well, what do you have against Black Girl Gamers? When nobody was talking about that, they were talking about the business. It's done intentionally. But they sent that Park Place a cease and desist because they did an article about things they said publicly about their own hiring practices. They put it out there, and it's also on their website. And it's ridiculous that you can't talk about something that someone puts out there like that. It's on their own website. They made tweets about who they specifically were looking to hire, which you cannot do. You cannot discriminate based on race or gender when it comes to hiring somebody. Even though probably a lot of people do it, one thing that they don't do is put tweets out or things saying it specifically in words for the public to see. They just do it privately, which is probably what they should have done, because that is what they're doing. But either way, let's take a look at this. So they shared the cease and desist. This is this letter right here. And if you want to pause, you can go over this. It's quite lengthy. But the best part of this is the response. So here is that Park Place's official response to the cease and desist letter sent on behalf of @BlackGirlGamers. And they say, "Dear Mr. Morris," that's the name of their lawyer. I'm surprised the lawyer, well, I'm not surprised the lawyer would take it, because they're getting money just to send a cease and desist. I guess it really doesn't matter. Dear Mr. Morris, we represent that Park Place, its principals and employees, and we write in response to yours of March 27th, 2024. We have reviewed your demands and on consideration find them both meritless and ridiculous. For these reasons, your demands are rejected in whole, and we consider the matter closed. Please direct any further inquiries as may be necessary to the undersigned by email. Very truly yours, Ronald D. Coleman. Perfect. Basically, a nice legal middle finger. And this is good. This is how it should be treated. They did it much nicer than me. If I'd gotten this, I don't know what I would have done. The impulsive side of me would want to make a video of me urinating on it. I mean, you would just see the stream. And then post that to Twitter. So, like I said, this is a beautiful legal middle finger. And I like that they stood up to him, and I am going to keep covering them. You know, BGG, I find it funny. They say they represent black women that like to game. But all they like to do is silence black voices. Like Gothic's here, who used to know them a long time ago and expressed some opinions on them. She was on my stream Saturday, and right after she left the stream, they dropped a 33-part thread talking about her. And they did that intentionally, because they didn't want her to respond live. So they waited for her to leave. And she has responded. I didn't go over that thread because it's so long. And it's better for her to do it. I shared her video on X. And you can find it, of course, as well if you go to her channel, which is Gothics TV. Or if you just go to her Twitter, she has links to it there as well. It's just funny. There was another guy, too, actually. Here it is, right here. Here's the gentleman that was flagged. He put a whole 5-minute video out going over what happened to him. He had one of his videos taken down for daring to criticize the group, company, whatever, known as Black Girl Gamers. They decided to mass flag him and take down one of his videos. So he did a 5-minute response. It's pretty good. But the question I have, like I said, is why is it that a company called Black Girl Gamers keeps trying to silence and defame black voices? What's going on there? What's going on there? What happened to the values that they say that they hold about trying to uplift and help people? So here's one last thing, just to have some fun. Grums was making a joke at the expense of the Kotaku writer. He made a little bit of a joke saying that they were going to get married. It's my pleasure to finally announce my wedding to Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Marcenti. Everyone is invited. And he posted this right here. That was just an April Fool's joke. And they're a little upset. They're a little upset about that. They had a little bit of a meltdown on their little hug box forum where they ban everybody. And here are some of the responses. Reset Era is going to be fun to watch while all this is going on. They've already been having meltdowns over Stellar Blade, which were pretty funny. And I'm sure that they'll be covering all of the GG2 stuff, so it'll be fun to watch. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my locals, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.